welcome back to my channel, Attorney Brooke. We have here
AttorneyHannan.
And we're just gonna talk about, what do you want to talk about?
Should we talk about the boys? No, we always talk
No, we can talk about the boys. This fabulous woman just got married to the man of her dreams, Anthony.
Attorney Anthony.
Attorney Anthony. And I am engaged. Yes.
Let's see it.
To Attorney Tyler.
How do we feel about Amber Heard?
Okay, Amber Heard, you know, I think it's so easy to go with like the popular mainstream opinion of we're team Johnny Depp, like fuck Amber Heard, she's lying. But like part of me too, like, and what's your opinion? There's gotta be some truth to her testimony, right? Like it can't just be like all peaches and cream and like she's just making this up out of nowhere.
I think in any relationship there's problems. And I think in a relationship, your worst truths can come out, right?
Right, absolutely.
But I think she went too far.
I think she's like fabricating bits and pieces of it, but I have not watched all of it. But I did tune in, I think it was today or yesterday. She's on
Cross.
She's like putting on her case in chief, right?
No, she's on Cross.
She's
now.
on Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I know there was a portion where they like played a video of where she like secretly like set the phone down in one of his houses. That's Attorney Anthony. And she was recording Johnny Depp. He was like inebriated off wine or whatever. And he was like slamming cabinets and this and that. And like her counsel was like intent on like that video was proving like domestic physical violence. But like it did not happen in that video. So like, is she telling the truth? Like, I don't want to be like the female that's like, fuck this bitch. Like she didn't go through anything.
And personally, I'm all about women. Like I want to believe women before anything.
Right, first and foremost.
But she, to me, I think we're just at the point now that's like, it's clear she's lying. She lied.
There's a lot going on.
I think we've gotten so far as to say like she lied, which is why we're at this defamation suit. And
she's not reliable.
Right.
There's so many
She's
like,
done.
there's so many speed bumps in her narrative that like, it's just, she's losing
credibility. It's all gone.
And I think from a legal perspective, well, I don't think, I know from a legal perspective, like your lack of credibility, like that is everything. And of course, especially to a jury.
Yeah.
Like the jury are people just like you and I and the mainstream media, like they can see right through it.
And I think, you know, a misconception is like the judge plays no part in a jury trial, but the judge is in charge of letting in evidence. And in these cases, I think it's very clear that the judge is done with Amber Heard's counsel and Amber Heard. And
you can see like
where it shifts, right? Like you can see the judge's demeanor change.
You can see the difference between good counsel and like great counsel. And also like part of like trying a case to a jury, there's also like the finesse of the judge, because the judge can like even, okay, just say like I am Johnny Depp's attorney, I'm cross-examining Amber Heard, she's on the stand. I can get my questions off and I can elicit answers from her, but then there can still be like an objection hearsay, objection relevance, whatever. But like no matter what the answers were or what the questions were, the jury still hears it. And so the jury, like in a sense, has already heard it, they're influenced, they're tainted.
No matter what the judge says.
No matter what actually winds up in the record,
right.
Like that's what was said in open court. So there's just like, there's a human element of it that like still apply.
So Attorney Brooke, if Amber Heard was your client,
okay,
how would you advise her?
And to what extent though? Like,
how would you advise her?
If you knew she had not donated that money, would you have allowed her to testify?
Yes, because I don't know.
Okay, let's say this. If you knew that question was going to come up, how do you rehabilitate her?
Well,
so the question was, in their divorce, said, I'm going to donate
her
all of this.
$7 million in settlement.
Yes,
she
is going to donate it. She pledged it.
Right, pledged it.
But she didn't, because she didn't receive it, quote unquote.
No, she received it. I think her testimony was that she didn't actually pay it forward because she was then sued by Johnny Depp. But I think part of what Johnny's counsel tried to like instill to the jury was that she had like X amount of months where she had the actual settlement like in her possession, but she still chose not to donate the millions. Whether it was like the physical actual amount of the settlement or whether it was her own money, she pledged it, but she didn't actually donate it.
So if that was your client, how would you advise them?
But like, to me specifically, I don't know, but I think the entire thing is about defamation. It's about her ruining or tainting his reputation when she made the allegations that she was domestically and like physically assaulted.
But
like,
why? Because she lied, which she lies apparently if she said she pledged this money and she...
Right, that absolutely ruins her credibility. Like, and part of it is that like you pledged it, but you didn't actually donate it because like you really wanted to get back at Johnny Depp. Like you wanted his money for yourself. You wanted to like make a point. You wanted to keep it and do what you wanted with it.
And also appear as if you're good.
Right.
Because he offered to write a check to the ACLU and she said no.
Right.
I want the money.
Right. But
Anthony,
sometimes like I think personally like is that a red herring to the entire like actual crux of the lawsuit is did she defame Johnny Depp? And like part of it is like is there any truth to the actual allegation that she's saying? Like did he commit physical assault or violence or family violence against her?
I don't know.
And part of like the finesse of the legal world is convincing the jury by like a certain burden. And
what is it?
This is a civil case, so the burden is probably like by clear and convincing evidence. So like more likely than not, this occurred is kind of like the instruction of the jury to an extent is based off of all this evidence and all this testimony you hear, is it more likely than not that Johnny like the shit out of her?
What do you think? Is it more likely than not?
You know, if I like unravel all the layers of the onion, I think it happened. I really think it happened. And I think there's so many red herrings. There's so much smoke being blown in a courtroom. They've been allotted so much time to put on evidence that like, I think the like underlying principle of it is getting so clouded. I think they both committed egregious acts against each other. But does Johnny at the end of the day win a defamation suit? I think she was in her right to publish that article.
I think...
But fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I think what messed her up is that she did not do it soon enough, right?
Right, and
so
that
if you're a victim,
affects her credibility.
If you're a victim of family violence or domestic violence, please report it. Please tell someone. Please talk to someone.
And like it,
please.
Like we also understand like that can be hard. I think you and I are grateful to not have experienced that in our own relationships, but like it can be hard because like also women from the outside looking in are seeing like how difficult it is when like you come forward and you say these things, but look at like the cobweb she's been caught up in to even try to like make her case. It can be difficult, but we don't know the answer. This is just like our Texas version of it. Like laws are different in every single state. What state are they trying this in?
California?
Well, Texas laws, like every legislation is in case law is different in every single state. So that can make an effect. But these are just our 2 cents. That's it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. And if you liked it, hit the
subscribe and
button
follow.
And tune in next time because we might have more guest appearances.